So even an hyper-used build can clear this type of content. That is not designed for PoE2, brother. So if those builds can do it, then the game is designed for those builds in principle. Because everything is cracked, everything is smoking methamphetamine. So you need these builds to be able to clear the game. Which tells me that they are looking for this Sunsumi. Now, we are getting updates every day. The updates that I really want to see are new skills, new acts, new classes. Let's hope we get more. Oh, new link mechanics too. Who knows? I've been playing PoE 1 and I liked a lot the blight mechanic. I like a lot the delve mechanic. So I will be fine with those two getting to PoE 2. I know that the blight mechanic is Sunsumi a little bit. But they can adjust it. They can adjust it for PoE 2, you know. Yes, they need to adjust or remove breach in PoE 2. It's not designed for PoE 2 gameplay. Exactly, Art. That is exactly what I'm saying, dude. And to some degree, Delirium is like that too. Like, you have to keep with the fog. If you play the Delirium the way it is kept to be played, the fog is like a donut that is expanding, right? So you have to keep up with the speed of the fog and kill monsters at the speed of the that the fog is expanding. So you have to go fast. That is also not designed for PoE 2, right? And if you go to Simulacrum, it's even worse. Hordes and hordes of enemy, like it is a constant pounding of these motherfuckers. Like, I don't think that was like being... That was not the gameplay that you told me in the first 50 hours of the game playing the campaign. This is not what you told me to do. And now I have to just kill 15 waves of motherfuckers that are relentless and are on crack and methamphetamine. No, brother, this is not what you teach me to do in the first 50 hours of the game, you know. So yes, I also think aside from this problem, PoE 2 does have an identity crisis. And I have said this before. At the start of the game, you have one game. At the end of the game, you have a completely different game. This could be improved by a better curve. Like you get a smooth out into the end game, because right now we have a complete separation and the change feels like it is a dichotomy. It feels really hard when you make the change. If they smooth out the curve, it can feel better. But still, if I personally have to choose between the gameplay of the early game and the gameplay of the end game, I very much prefer the gameplay of the early game. So I don't want to find myself playing the game in this way. I create a character, I get it to level 70 or level 80, I create another character and I do it again, and I create another character and I do it again, because I don't want to play the end game, because the end game is another fucking bullshit that I don't want to deal with. That can happen, and the opposite can happen too, or I suppose the opposite is less hard. It's less bad for GGG when someone just creates one character, levels as quick as possible because they want to get to the Sunsumi part. Maybe that is better for GGG. I don't know. They have to evaluate and see what is happening. But for the vision of the game that I want or I not like, I very much would prefer that they stick to the early game progression. But there is also a middle ground in here. Because one of the purposes of the ARPG genre is that you actually evolve and that you actually get to a crazy state where you do crazy shit. That is cool and I like it. That curve can be good and you are not stuck in the early game. You get to a better place, but where combat is still meaningful. So you are like in the center of these two areas. The problem is that the ceiling right now is too high. This temporalis blinking bullshit is bullshit. But I can excuse that because it requires fucking temporalis. So let's forget about that. But then you have stat stacking bullshit, ice strike, and other builds that are zooming across everything, just one-shotting full screens, doing crazy shit that shouldn't be possible in PoE 2. Because that is not the gameplay that we are looking for. Even if you are saying to be a god, in PoE 2's standards, that is too much. But at the same time, then how the fuck are you supposed to clear the game if even those builds sometimes have difficulty clearing certain types of content? Simulacrum is an example. I have a stat stacker Gemlin Legionnaire that clears everything with ease. I just killed level 2 or level 3 Arbiter of Ash, and it was a piece of cake. And I can't clear level 1 Simulacrum because I die in level 14. Like, why is this so overtuned and why is so bullshit? So even an hyper-used build can't clear this type of content. That is not designed for PoE 2, brother. So if those builds can't do it, then the game is designed for those builds in principle. Because everything is cracked, everything is smoking methamphetamine. So you need these builds to be able to clear the game. Which tells me that they are looking for this Unsumi shit. They are looking for this type of builds to exist. For this ceiling of insaneness to actually exist. And what I'm saying is that the difference between early game and end game is too big. I understand that you want me to feel like a god in the end game, but you have to make the gap smaller, dude. Yes, we want a progression. We want to be powerful. We don't want to be the pussy bitch that you are when the game starts. But at the same time, right now the ceiling is in fucking Jupiter, and this bullshit is insane. And even then, you can't clear the fucking game. You have to balance this better. You have to do something about this. So you see how I can complain about the game. You see how I can say something against this and not always so GG's dick. Because I do think that the tower change is a good fucking change, and people are complaining about layouts because they are pussies. That is what I fucking think. I want more unique maps, or at least spawn them more often. I play SSF and I haven't even fucked the bridge boss, lol. So I don't have Hand of Wisdom and action and stuff. Yes, bro, that is a problem, and I have said this before. You are playing SSF, which means you are fucked. That is what playing SSF means. If you want to actually do pinnacle content. Because the way they designed the Atlas map right now is backwards, in my opinion. For you that are playing SSF, to be able to gain points in the bridge mechanic, you have to kill, well, this has to be done by everybody. For you to gain, this is how the game works. For you to gain points in the Atlas tree for the bridge, you need to kill the dude in the Twisted Domain. You have to use the bridge stone that is formed by 300 bridge splinters, and then you go to the place, you kill the boss, and then you get 2 points to put into the Atlas tree for the bridge. The problem is that to be able to do that, you need that. You need the 300 splinters to form the bridge stone. But to do that, you need the points, because having no points in the bridge tree makes it basically impossible, or at least a pain in the fucking ass, and you have to grind for fucking days to get the bridge stone in the first place. So it is completely backwards, because to be able to get the points to comfortably farm the bridge stone, you need to have the bridge stone to kill the boss. So you are doing this the other way around, motherfucker. This has to be fixed. The first time you do this boss, it has to be free, my dude. It has to be a quest. It has to do something like that for us to be able to earn the points to actually get into the mechanic. Because right now, you are gatekeeping the mechanic, and at least for me that I was playing in trade lead, I overcome it by just trading for the bridge stone. Okay, I trade for the bridge stone. It is fixed. But what about people like you that play SSF? You can't trade for the bridge stone. You have to grind the fucking bridges to get the bridge splinters. And that is a fucking pain in the ass, because the whole system is backwards. There you go. There you go. They have to fix that shit. Easy fix. First time you do it, it is free. It is just a quest. You get 1 or 2 points. Whatever. You did it. Nice. No, 1 point is stupid. You have to get 2 points. What do you guys think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I a clown? Am I a genius? Let me know everything in the comments below. I love reading comments even when they don't agree with me. Also remember to like the video, to subscribe the channel, all that cool stuff. Guys, thanks for being here. You guys are fucking awesome. God bless ya. And remember, don't be afraid ever, because this is just a ride.